Hello, everyone, and welcome to Swag Her Media. We are so excited. My name is Chrisnatha Derosier. I will be your hostess for this evening in this segment. And I have a very special guest tonight for our What's Going On segment. So, everybody, please help me welcome Meagan Ewing. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for being here, Meagan. We are so excited to just learn more about you and your journey.
Oh, well, honestly, thank you for having me. It's really been great. I love all that you guys have been doing for me, so I appreciate you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I also want to mention that Megan is in our sisterhood issue, everybody. So make sure you grab it. And you'll also be able to learn really amazing things about her as well there. So make sure that you grab that issue. And so I want to just jump right in by asking you a very simple yet complex question. And the question is, who is Megan in your own words?
That's that's a loaded one.
I know.
um, I'm a lot. I'm a lot in a good way, like in a professional way. I'm someone who is funny. I love to laugh. I've always had this like crazy belly laugh. So if you get me to laugh, we're good forever. Um, I'm very, I can be impulsive in such a good way of, well, I'm going to do it and I'm going to make sure that it's done. So I'm very that way. I'm very driven. But then I like my quiet time too. I love being kind of the center of attention, even though there are times that I don't want to be. I want to be quiet and observe and take in. Um, and I just love that anything that can be given. I love what nature can bring. I love education. I love learning about people. I've worked with people on people for a decade and a half and maybe even more. So I just love people, really.
That is awesome. Sounds like you have a great balance, a nice gumbo of a lot of great characteristics. So that's awesome.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
is wonderful. And I love to laugh too. So I definitely feel you on that. I love to laugh. I love to smile.
Yeah.
It just to see things on the bright side. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. And
Yep.
so I know that you are a phenomenal massage therapist and you've been in the salon and spa space for about 15 years.
Mhm.
And then you made a transition into your own business. And so we want to learn so much more about that. And if you can just tell us, in your experience as a massage therapist,
Mhm.
what were some things, some reoccurring things that you saw in terms of maybe the lack of
Mhm.
women getting massages or maybe putting ourselves last? Can you speak a little bit to that?
Yes. And like you said, I've been, in it for 15 years and, starting at 15, so I learned a lot. And so when I say that my clients built the person that I am, they did. Um, and
Hmm.
so what I was noticing in that industry, because I worked all parts of the salon before I even got into massage therapy. And what I learned is that we only treat ourselves when it's a gift, when it's an
Hmm.
anniversary, when it's date night, um, or it might be a random time of when you're so stressed out and you just can't, and so you chop all your hair off, or you go for a makeover. It was always abrupt, always I have a little bit, I wish I had a little more, but this is all I have. And so I always noticed the cycle of women and what we do and how we do, and I didn't want that. I didn't want that for myself, and I didn't want that for my clients that I would see every 2 or 4 weeks or 6. Like I wanted more for you. And so with the lack of what we have is awareness for ourselves, and a lot of things that I tell my clients too is your body is going to sit you down. If you're not listening, it's going to sit you down. It's going to start with a sneeze. It's maybe going to start with a headache, or you can't get out of bed. And then when you don't listen fully, you're out. You know, you're out with a sickness that's going to force you to be down for a couple days, or, you know, you really have this migraine and you can't get out of, you know, sleeping in your bed or whatever. So I try to educate people that massage therapy is not a luxury. You know, we work with the nervous system and the brain and the muscles and all the things. And so this is not something that you should do as a gift. It's something that you should do as part of treatment for you.
I love that so much. A lot of times we don't think of things like this as maintenance. We think of it as, like you said, a special occasion.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gents, I hope you guys are
Yeah.
listening, because we got to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
is
Yes.
so key. That is so awesome. And if you could just tell us a little bit more about your company, Namaste My Day.
Yes. So how Namaste came about, while I was working in the salon, I was asked to do a massage for my client and friend at the time, um, for her cousin, who was also my friend, and to show up in her hotel room and give her a massage the day of her wedding. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? This is exactly what I want to do. And so I did. I got up very early in the morning. I got to the hotel room. I set the hotel room up. She knew something was happening, so all I had to do was knock on her door. And so I massaged her, her partner, her maid of honor, and also the best man. And when I came home, I said to my husband, I was like, like I found it. Like, this is what I need to do. I need to, you know, just work on people right before their weddings, because I wasn't married at the time. Weddings are so stressful, and, you know, I'm
Mhm.
watching them get ready and all the things, and I'm like, oh no. And so just the calmness that I gave her and gave them right before the big moment, I I went home, I talked to my husband, and then I just like wrote down all these things, and it sat there. And it sat there for about 4 years. And
Mhm.
then I even had a name, which was crazy, which was crazy. Like, I had the name all done, I had the business plan out, I knew exactly what I was going to do.
Mhm.
And so then when it was time for me to transition and to be on my own, I didn't hesitate. I went right to that paper that I had, you know, years prior, and I said, okay, my business is going to be called Namaste My Day. I am a yogi, and so I love yoga. I love all things yoga. And at the end of our yoga, we say Namaste. And Namaste can mean a lot of things for a lot of people, but to me, Namaste means relax my day. But I've met a lot of people who are in other countries, and they have told me that Namaste means something different, but along the same
Mhm.
lines. And so it was like my purpose, and I knew at that time, like, that is exactly what I wanted. And so I went to wedding expos and I educated couples getting married that this is needed. Your wedding is not about you. I'm sorry to say, but your wedding is not about you until you step on that altar. You put your dress on, you take your pictures and all the things, but until you see your partner at the end of the altar, it's not about you. And so I give my brides mostly the breath to breathe that they lost while planning their wedding, because weddings are
Mhm.
stressful. It's not about
Yeah.
you, it's about family, and people want people coming, and then people drop off, and this and all the things. And so I started going to wedding expos, and it was the best idea ever. And people were like, I can't believe you're here. I would have never thought about this. And so I've done about 8 wedding expos since I've had my business.
Awesome.
Um,
Awesome.
yeah, and I've gone as far as Columbia, um,
Mhm.
mostly Harford County, but as far south as Columbia. And that's my goal. Every year I need to get back into the wedding expos, because that's just where it's at.
I love that so much for you. I
Hmm.
think it's always special when you just find, your space, your lane, and you say, "This is where this
Hmm.
feels good," right? And
Yeah.
I get to serve people here, and I love it. And just to see your face light up when you brought it up definitely shows how much you love it and you care about your clients. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
also, this is a sign for everyone. If you had a dream, you've been thinking about it, or if you wrote
Yes.
stuff down and maybe
Yes.
you put it to the side, look
Mhm.
at Megan. She picked it back up, right? And she made it come into reality, and we can do the same. So thank you. That was so like inspiring. So thank you so much.
Yes, of course, of course.
And also, Megan, if you could just share just a few, because I know there's so many, just a few benefits of massages and what how could that can actually help us, because a lot of us may live and lead real stressful lives or stressful jobs. So how can a massage really benefit us?
Massage. I kind of like look to the corner because there's so many benefits to massage
Mhm.
therapy. And I often ask people, I just did a conference a couple weeks ago, and I asked everyone in the audience, what do you know about massage therapy? And it was about 35, 40 women, and none of them, two of them out of everyone, two of them knew something. And so, which was still nice because at least there's people in there that know. And so with
Mhm.
massage therapy, a lot of people just know about the negative or about the luxury part of it, of that it's spa and then it's and it's so relaxing. And that is correct. But for the body portion of it, um, the easiest thing to say is that one 60-minute massage is accumulative to 8 hours of sleep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yes. So and that's what they say. They say 1 hour is accumulated to 8 hours of sleep. And so if you think about it, if you have never gotten a massage before, you don't have to get fully undressed. That's whatever your comfort zone is. That's what we work with. I've worked on people who are fully clothed while laying down, and I've worked with people who decide that they want to be completely undressed, which is fine because my draping is very conservative.
Mhm.
But we calm the body down. Like I said before, we work with the nervous system. You're in a room that might be light or dark. My table is warm. My towels and my hot neck wrap are warm. So we start to help you patternize and recycle your breathing of in through your nose, out through your mouth. And anytime someone feels as though they're starting to get anxious, I just say, just take a deep breath in through your nose and out. And you concentrate on that more than you concentrate on, what I'm doing. So the benefits are we can help with circulation, we can help with swelling, we can help lower your blood pressure. Do not come to us if you have crazy high blood pressure, but we slow everything down to where it's almost like your body's in like a homeostasis kind of feel, like you're just in that
Mhm.
limbo. So like after you get done and you get up, I have clients that say all the time, like, man, I feel like out of it, like I'm almost like massage drunk. And yes, you are, because we've slowed everything down. We've slowed your thinking down, your blood down, your heart rate down.
Mm.
A lot of us stretch you during your sessions. A lot of us just work with doing deeper pressure to kind of alleviate any pain that you may having. Now, we are not chiropractors. We do not adjust you. We
Mhm.
work with the muscles. So if you're seeing a chiropractor 2-3 times a week and you're not seeing a massage therapist, you're not going to get better as fast as you should because they manipulate your framework. So they're adjusting you. But my muscles and ligaments are like, hey, that was fun. Now we're going to go back to normal because we just know how to keep you tight. So they go hand in hand with each other. So yeah, that's just a couple things about massage therapy that I love to educate about. I can go on
That is
forever,
so
but
good. That's so good. I love this. I love it. And again, guys, Megan is teaching us right now. She's educating us about some benefits and how, again, this is about maintenance, taking care of ourselves. It's not a luxury. It's not just once a year. This is something that should be part of our regular activity. And so, thank you so much for highlighting this and the great work that you're doing because we need this.
yes,
Oftentimes we're last on our list. So this is really awesome.
yes, that's one of the things I'm always educating to make sure that you realize that you're not last on the list. You should be
Yeah.
first.
So awesome. So awesome. Again, Megan, thank you. You are fabulous. And I want to know how can we stay in touch with you?
I do have Instagram, so I'm at Namaste My Day _. I'm always on there. I share monthly caps on what I've done in the month. I also post reels, and I have some funny ones that I post every now and then, so you can keep up with me there. You can always email me, same thing, Namaste My Day, llc@gmail.com, and Facebook as well, same name.
Awesome, awesome. Guys, make sure that you connect with Meagan. She just shared just a little bit today, but get connected with her online. You'll be learning so much more. And so we want to make sure that we're educated on massage therapy, but also just taking good care of ourselves.
Yes.
And be a good steward over the bodies that we were blessed to have. So thank you so much, Meagan. And before we end our night tonight, any last advice or awesome wisdom you'd like to share?
Just be good to yourself. Be honest with yourself. No matter what you're going through, your body is storing it all. And obviously, I want everyone to book a massage. Of course, that's great. But even if you can't do that, then go on YouTube, on your smart TVs or phones, and type in a meditation. Give yourself 5-10 minutes. And if you're good at that, maybe even do a little bit of stretching. Type in like a 5-minute yoga stretching on YouTube as well. Give yourself time. Start making that a part of your schedule, no matter what time it is during the day. If you're starting to feel like you're just so like worked up, okay, I need to go on Spotify and find a meditation for 10 minutes, or Apple Music or whatever you have. Just give yourselves that moment, because I know myself, I get overwhelmed easily. I get overworked easily. And so there are times when I say, all right, you need to take a step back. You need to take a deep breath and just give yourself a moment. So if you can't get a massage right now, that's fine, but just find something to slow the heart rate down.
Awesome. Listen, Meagan Ewing, everybody. I mean, the great Meagan Ewing. She's amazing. You are amazing, and I love it. And we have to do this again.
Yeah,
Thank you
please.
so much. Thank you so much for just hanging out with us tonight. And thank you all for tuning in. We will
Yes.
be back, guys, here on Swag Her Media very, very soon. And until then, be well, everyone, and take care and have a great evening.
Bye, everyone.